Welcome back to Let's Play Doom 3, The Lost Mission, Burning Dog fans. Let's not stand... Let's kill some imps. Well, you can't really stand anywhere in here without hearing that, noise. Alright, fuck it. Bernice F. Tooley, Operations Coordinator, General Access and Exis Central Operations. Formal complaint against Cons.
This is Bernice Tooley, Operations Coordinator stationed in Exis Labs. I would like to file my third formal complaint to Central Authority about the problems with the work environment here in Exis. It has become increasingly difficult to be productive while construction is going on throughout the facility. The construction workers are rude, lack common courtesies, and are overtly sexist. They use our office space as an unauthorized shortcut and track dirt and debris as a result. In addition to their mess, they insist on drilling and hammering during our core staff hours. Some of them have repeatedly made inappropriate comments that clearly fall under sexual harassment. When I approached the construction supervisor to remedy the situation, he told me in no uncertain terms to mind my own business. Actually, his exact words were, "Don't worry your pretty little head about it." We are already on edge with the unexplained events occurring around the facility, and to add this insult to our tight schedule is too much to bear. If I cannot persuade Central Authority to take this complaint seriously, I'd like to remind them of Section 20, Paragraph 9 of UAC's Facility Regulations Code. It clearly states our employee rights, and we do not need this nonsense. I suggest you reprimand the individuals responsible and take adequate measures to ensure it doesn't happen again. Do not make me log additional complaints. Bernice Tooley, signing off.
UAC may be big and ominous, but they're still a corporation, so I have the feeling they would have taken that very seriously. Emergency situation in operations.
I hope this thing is working. Something is happening here, and no one knows what's going on. The power is going crazy. We can't communicate with Central Administration, and I've heard something like screams. I don't know. It was so disturbing. Okay, my assistant left me, and I'm all alone here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the network working, but the systems are acting just crazy.
Another one of these.
I think what was that? Oh God. No!
Well, that was unpleasant. Eric Nelson, Exis staff and schedule. Ms. Tooley, I've just submitted my monthly report to the operations database for your review. Even if our numbers remain nominal, I believe we will again miss our milestones. This will be the third straight month in a row. I'm not sure how we're going to spin the results again to corporate back on Earth. I believe the exact way you'll spin that is, we're on Mars, you can't do anything about it, suck it. Currently, the Exis staff is burnt out from doing double shifts to get the sector fully functional. Combined with the strange incidents, I believe we will have some real trouble on our hands here soon if we don't get more resources. Sincerely, Eric Nelson. Harold Munch, read employees. Bernice, Harold Munch. Hi, Harold. You will not believe the idiots I have to work with here. Today, one of the staff got hold of a grabber gun and started flinging office chairs in operations. I can't wait for quarterly reviews to ream a couple of them. Bernice. You think you have it bad? I caught a bunch of technicians LARPing with the extra chainsaws and communications transfer the other day. What possesses them to do that stupid stuff? You'd think the ice cream socials I started last month would be the perfect outlet for employees. Harold Munch, Operations Coordinator. Nothing there with those, codes. Also, yeah. He didn't drop that PDA. Great. Torn apart by imps. Although, I appreciate the effort, but yeah, it's not a female torso. That will never, never work. Well, let's go avenge her death. Oh dear. No! Shit! Run, 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 run. Okay, better. Damn archviles. It doesn't really explain why that guy went flying across the hallway, but whatever. Yes! Fuck you! Finally shut one of you assholes down. Out of my damned way! Owned. Alright, that's better. Oh boy. Boo! I'm an archvile. I'm going to be an asshole and summon dudes up here where you can't reach me. Oh. First, I was about to say that I don't think that's actually a door. Well, I tried. Sweet. Okay, thought I heard something. Oh. Damn it. No, you don't. Bye. Ooh, chunks. Whoa, hey. Okay. It's probably a waste of shells, but if I hadn't done that, if I'd taken the time to switch to the other shotgun, they probably would have gotten a hit in on me, so I'm okay with it. You know, the reviews I'd read really gave me the impression that the Lost Mission wasn't worth bothering with. I just started it because I figured as long as I'm doing the, the BFG edition, I might as well. Motherfucker. That could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Could have gone better. So far I'd say it's the most effective of the actual things in the product. I mean, after playing Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil is great as a power fantasy. And I doubt that, the Lost Mission would be as enjoyable if I didn't have the skills from, playing the main Doom 3 game. But, yeah, it feels like the best part of the package for me. Like, I got the impression that at least a few of the reviews of the BFG edition I read were were really heavily colored by bitterness for, against the concept of the BFG edition. Like I mentioned, the Giant Bomb review in particular. Well, where, again, I mentioned the guy complaining about the flashlight not having the same visual effects or something, and it's such a huge deal. And I admit it. I haven't played Doom 3, so I don't know what he's talking about, But I haven't heard anyone, commenting on the videos saying they noticed a difference between the way the flashlight beam looks in the BFG edition and the way it originally looked. Again, the guy is kind of Brad Shoemaker is kind of a tech head. We got him to do the review for Rage because the advanced graphics are his kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, if I've already found all the PDAs, then the BFG, then the Lost Mission is kind of short. I can't even scroll down. But I don't mind that. It's concentrated. They ramp the difficulty up from the very beginning, and it feels like a challenge to me. Like, all right, you've played the other games. Now here's something we've come up with all these years later, just to test your skills. Great, no health thingy. Okay, I'll just guess.
Excellent. You're back. The inducer is working perfectly, and the teleporter is ready for transport. Here's the situation. There's a teleporter outpost in the other dimension, and it's still operational. It's very powerful, and it has a range that could lead those demons all the way to Earth. I would disable it myself, but it requires 2 people to do it. One person at the outpost to initiate the teleporter, and another person here to transmit a power surge to destroy it. I know it's a lot to ask, but you'll need to go to the other dimension, find the remote outpost, and initiate the startup sequence. You're our only hope of defeating this evil. I've got the teleporter ready to go. All you need to do is go into the chamber and initiate the sequence. I'll handle the rest from here. But before you go, I want to give you my personal account of what happened here. It explains everything. The advanced teleporter, how the madness started, everything. It's over there on the console. Please take it. The world needs to know the truth. And good luck.
Thanks. Oh boy. Honestly, guys, I have kind of a sneaking suspicion that when John goes through that teleporter, he's not coming back. Finally found a video log. Probably the last one in the entire package, so let's take a moment to admire that icon in the corner. Alright. What? Oh. Just trying to get away from the giant humming machine first.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete.
Ooh, that was weird.
My name is Dr. Richard Myers, and I'm a research specialist stationed in Exis Labs. I don't know who'll be hearing this, but I wanted to alert someone of the disaster at Mars City. What has been unleashed across this base is an unimaginable evil, and we only have a slight chance of stopping it. The research I participated in was the next step in teleportation. To give context to my research, back in 2115, UAC researchers discovered an ancient Martian civilization. At the Urbis dig site, they found a Martian teleportation device. It was non-functional, and all attempts to start it proved fruitless. It took many years, but the researchers managed to learn enough from the device and other wall carvings to reverse engineer it. The first prototype teleporter, codenamed Project Mercury, was built in Delta Labs and became operational in 2139. This teleporter was only capable of short distance travel and limited quantities of matter transference. It could only teleport a single test subject, small animals and chimps usually, across a room. Once testing intensified and technical data increased, we were able to fabricate more powerful teleporters. In Delta Labs Sector 3, Project Gemini managed to increase teleportation across greater distances. In addition to the increased range, we found we could begin transporting human-sized subjects. It was during this stage we began to see the effects of opening up these portals to that strange dimension. Our scientific curiosity overruled the obvious warnings, and under Dr. Malcolm Betruger's direction, we continued experimenting. On Project Apollo, the engineers developed a room-sized teleporter in Delta Lab Sector 4. It was capable of teleporting a small-sized team to destinations on this new dimensional plane. The expedition teams began exploring and setting up small research outposts. We could only teleport small equipment with the Delta 4 teleporter, and this condition frustrated Dr. Betruger. Soon after the success of Project Apollo, plans were drawn and work executed on a new facility, Exis Labs. At Exis Labs, the goal was to create a large teleporter, similar in scale to the one at Urbis. It would be powerful enough to transport large equipment, even dropships, and eventually shorten interstellar travel. Betruger was so impatient on seeing results from this research, he had the engineers start work on the teleporter once the facility reached 75% completion. We had expedition teams set up a teleporter outpost in the other dimension to link up with Exis. It was at this time I began investigating the strange stories I heard over at Delta Labs. I managed to hack undetected into Betruger's personal logs. What I found scared me to the core. Betruger became obsessed with the findings of this new dimension. He started to push experiments regardless of the human cost. His log entries into the occult and how to harness evil powers were truly frightening. The more recent logs detailed how demons, yes, demons, contacted him through his dreams, offering him unimaginable powers. But they demanded he find a way to help them reclaim Earth. It was then I realized that this other dimension was hell itself. By the time I realized his plan, Betruger had started the invasion. Since the Exis teleporter hadn't reached sufficient functionality, I assumed Betruger decided to launch the demon invasion on Mars without it. However, the Hell Outpost teleporter is operationally ready, and it's only a matter of time before Betruger decides to use it. I'm going to try to reach Chief Engineer Rhodes in the Enpro facility to divert enough power to Exis, and with a little luck, create a big enough power surge to destroy it from here. I can only pray God will forgive me for my part in all this, and help me make things right. Lord, save my soul. Richard Myers, signing off.
Well, that's quite the story. Oh boy. This is gonna be bad.
I have the teleporter sequence already configured. Just activate the main console. When you reach the outpost, I'll be able to communicate with you. Good luck.
I'm gonna need it at 38 health. Wow, that is a big teleporter. Subtle. Alright, just wanted to check. Fuck it, let's do it.
Systems activated. Teleportation will commence in T-minus 3, 2, 1.
And their doom rushes upon them. Awesome. The BFG 9000. I was beginning to worry that I'd missed it.
A faint signal from your location. I can track you from here. Hurry. Find the outpost.
And these guys didn't realize this was hell? Honestly? Well, in all likelihood, folks, this is going to be it. The end of Doom 3. Whether John succeeds or fails, whether he lives or dies, it's been a hell of a ride, literally, and I'm glad you could join me for it. I'm BurningDogFace, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Doom 3, The Lost Mission.